just like that. Obi puts it in. 1, 2, 3. He makes it quick and easy.
Fantastic goal, really it was. Managed to slide through. Oh, he's got a man through a goal here. It's a stunning goal from Obi.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Ovi and welcome to a new FIFA 20 formations review tutorial on the channel, guys. Today we're gonna talk about the top 5, the best 5 formations in FIFA 20. And as always, before jumping into the video, make sure to smash the like button if you're enjoying the content on the channel. If you want to see more tutorials like this, in the moment when we hit 1500 likes, I'm gonna have that tiki-taka tutorial, that passing tutorial going live on the channel. First formation on my list is the 4-4-2, guys. Is this formation the best? Well, it depends on which players you have in your team. At this moment, a lot of pro players are using the 4-4-2 because it is a formation that allows you to control the game. You can play counter-attack, you can defend very well with this formation, you can play any type of game. Unfortunately, it requires a few important players in some key positions on the pitch, especially the two central midfielders. Comparing with the 4-2-3-1, with the 4-2-2-2, these two players need to be box to box. They can't be only defensive players. They need to have the pace, they need to have the aggression, the standing tackle, the defensive awareness, the interceptions, and they also need to be good, at least decent, if not good, very good at creating chances, at building your attack. The key in this squad is represented by the two central midfielders. If you've got the coins to get box-to-box midfielders, they're quite expensive, guys, at this moment. Players like Pogba, like N'Golo Kante. You could go cheaper. Goretzka is fantastic for that position on the pitch. If you match him up with Alan, he is still expensive, but not as expensive as Pogba and Kante or other options from Icons. You've got two central midfielders with Alan and Goretzka. You can do a hybrid and you can use the 4-4-2. But if you've got players in the 4-4-2 in the midfield that can't help your attack, or players which are only good in attack, you will fail with this formation. You will either be good in attack and score goals, but then your defense will be trash, and you need the 4-4-2 to be a balanced formation. And this requires two box-to-box midfielders with good defensive and good attacking skills. Next, we've got the 4-2-2, which is not such a picky formation. It is a formation in which you can easily find players that can fit in. The problem with the two central midfielders, that can be your huge advantage or disadvantage at 4-4-2, is gone here, because you've got two central defensive midfielders. These players will help you more in defense and you will not be building the attack very much with them. So here you can go with options that are cheaper and are more affordable to you. But mainly, guys, they don't need to be attacking players over there, midfielders that have very good attacking skills. They gotta be players that can close down the gaps in defense. So defensive players. Overall, the 4-2-2 is my recommendation when you start Ultimate Team. You can build a lot of cheap squads, a lot of decent, balanced, strong squads with the 4-2-2. You can have a good attack with the two central attacking midfielders, with the two strikers. You can have a very good defense also, because your two central attacking midfielders will come back, support you in defense. You will have two lines of 4 defenders, the 4 midfielders and the 4 defenders that will help you protect your goal while the opponent is attacking. And as I told you, it is also a versatile formation. You can launch counterattacks, you can play a possession game style, and you are not limited like in the 4-4-2 to two great CDMs, central midfielders. You can go with players that are a bit cheaper, can get the job defensively, and then in attack your 4 attacking players, the 2 cams and 2 strikers, can do the job. Overall, if you've got coins in the squad. I would advise you to go with the 4-4-2 if you can buy the two central midfielders, the two strong central midfielders. Next, we've got the 4-2-3-1, maybe the most famous, the best formation from FIFA 19, and also now in FIFA 20 it is one of the best formations. The big advantage with the 4-2-3-1 is the fact that besides the two CDMs that will lock down the defense, you've got a central attacking midfielder that connects the two CDMs, the left back, the right back, with the two central attacking midfielders, and of course with the striker. In the same time, it represents also the disadvantage of the 4-2-3-1. No formation is perfect, guys. Why is the central attacking midfielder a disadvantage? Well, because you don't have two strikers. And in my opinion, in FIFA 20, you kinda need two strikers. You could go great also with the 4-2-3-1, but two strikers in order to create superiority in the opponent's box and to advance from the wings, to open the game over there, they kinda crucial. Overall, 4-2-3-1, top 5 formation in the game, absolutely fantastic, top-notch defense. You've got two CDMs to close down the gaps. You've got the central attacking midfielder to make the connection between the left attacking midfielder and the right attacking midfielder and the striker. As I told you, that cam is the key. Another great formation this year is, of course, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. The huge disadvantage with it is the fact that you don't control the game. It's a narrow formation, but besides this, you've got one central attacking midfielder and two strikers. The central attacking midfielder, as I was telling you at the 4-2-3-1, will make the connection between the midfield and the attack. Now the advantage comparing with the 4-2-3-1 is the fact that you've got two strikers, which is crucial. You could do a 1-2 for the third man if you've seen my attacking tutorials. It's a great technique. You start a counter-attack with the pass at the central attacking midfielder, or you make the central attacking midfielder run, you pass from the central midfielder to the striker, and from the striker to the central attacking midfielder that is at the defender line. It's a great technique. If you haven't seen the video, make sure to check it out. It will also be a bit difficult to open defenses up because you don't have lateral players except for the fullbacks. You could go risky and have them unbalanced, which means that they will join the attack and help the attack, but as I told you, that's a bit risky for your defense. All in all, there is no perfect formation. You've got disadvantages, you've got advantages. I use, for example, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow when I see an opponent with a much better squad than mine. He's got better players, he can control the game. Even if I play a 4-4-2, he will control the game because one-on-one all of his players are individually superior to mine. Then I go to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow and I try, guys, to use as much as possible my central attacking midfielder. He may be a provider for my two strikers, a great passer, or he may be a great finisher, getting behind enemy lines, behind the defender line on a counter attack. He's the key in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and this is when I use this formation. When I feel that the opponent has a much better squad and I just need to play narrow to close down the gaps in defense and to speculate on the center, on the midfield, and attack a counter attack. Last but not least, we've got one of the most offensive formations in the game. We've got the 4-3-3 fourth variation. It is similar to the 4-2-3-1. The difference here is that you don't have two CDMs, you've got two central midfielders. Again, here the key is in the central midfielders. If you have the coins to buy players there that can be box to box, as I told you, Alan, Goretzka, Pogba, Kante, or other players with good pace, good defensive stats, good attacking stats. For example, Kante doesn't have great shooting, but he has good dribbling, so you can build up the attack with him. They gotta have these stats in order to use the 4-3-3-4. Overall, great formation. You have the cam to be the playmaker. You've got wingers for counterattacks. You've got wingers to cut inside from the wing to dribble past defenders and play a dangerous pass in. You've got the striker that can be played by the central attacking midfielder, by the playmaker. You've got many options, but the key with this formation rests again in the two central midfielders. In conclusion, guys, There is no perfect formation. If you've got expensive squads, a lot of coins, I would say use the 4-4-2 because it gives you control with the 2 CMs. If you don't have that many coins, if the opponent's team is better than yours, use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. If a game is very balanced, you can go 4-2-3-1. It is a control formation. It doesn't help a lot on counterattacks, but it helps a lot in keeping possession of the ball. Or you can go with the 4-2-2-2, a great formation to start your year in Ultimate Team and in Seasons. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below and let me know, guys. Don't forget, at 1500 likes, I'm gonna upload the Tiki-Taka tutorial, and also in the upcoming days we're gonna have, guys, individual tutorials, individual videos with the best custom tactics, best player instructions for each of these formations in the game. Thank you all for watching. My name is Ovi and I'll see you guys later.